All right, we've got Drew paired up with Dallas Keuchel here. Let's go ahead and take it through live and see what we got. Okay. All right, very similar body types here. Let's go get him back to the top. Sorry. All right, let's see what we got here. Drew, not a bad setup. Likes the glove a little higher. Don't necessarily have a problem with that, but might want to get it more towards centered, a little bit lower, but right at chest height. Let's take it through here. Get him to the top. He does a good job of getting that early momentum. Definitely doesn't get inside, or excuse me, definitely stays inside of that drive leg with his back hip, so no issues there. Let's, and all in all, does a pretty good job of sitting into that backside and not dropping down too low too early, kind of riding the slope of that mountain, falling down the mountain at the same rate that down is the same rate as he goes towards the target, which is obviously the catcher's mitt. Might want to get into the backside a little bit more. So we'll talk about some things to help with that. And then, there's this little action of kind of opening up that he's kind of always done this a little bit, kind of opening up that front knee and kind of flying that open a little sooner than I think we would like ideally. So we'll want to work on staying closed a little bit longer down the mound. Not bad though. I mean, all in all, leading with that front hip like you see here. That's still the lead down the mound. We'll just want to stay closed a hair longer into front foot strike. Stride direction looks good. I like that. And then we got that front knee, front shin, open it up towards the target, maybe the left hand batter's box, which is a good spot here. Let's see let's go ahead and take Dallas. He's obviously just throwing from a slide step in this case, really getting into that backside. You can see that coil of his back knee and shin away from the target here. Does a nice job of staying closed into front foot strike. We talk a lot about hip shoulder separation. That's obviously really good there. Shoulders are still pretty closed and belt buckles opening up towards the target. Drew, obviously we'll need to do some things, and we're continuing to talk about that in practice a lot about the hip to shoulder separation. So we'll work on that, and then potentially getting him to, you can see Dallas is roughly at a 90 degrees. Sorry, well, let's go with the line here. Roughly 90 degrees at front foot plant. Drew's a little outside of it. Ideally, you're at 90, give or take. Even inside's a little better than that. So we would want to see, arm more in this angle here, and that'll just get his body and his arm in a better position to just lay back as he goes through the delivery, and it'll allow for just less stress on the shoulder and the elbow area. But, all in all, some good things here. Let's take Dallas through, up and over that firm front side like we've talked about. Let's see how Drew does. I think we could definitely do some things to firm up that front side. Even if we don't, it's not that we really want to straighten it out completely, but we typically don't want to see this knee riding over, anything past the heel. So we would like to see his knee kind of stop here. And we've talked about the power catapult drill that we have. We'll reinforce that feeling of firming up the front side a little quicker, so that, it's going to help a lot of things. And then we'll also talk about, I'm not so concerned with what the glove does after we make the throw, but we get a little loose with that from time to time. So we'll want to firm that up. So glove arm action, firming up the front side. He does get up, does have a full finish with the hips though, because, the indicator of that is I can see the bottom half of his shoe facing over towards, first base side. Obviously Dallas has a lot more forward trunk tilt, but leaning over could touch the ground with his left hand here. Drew not quite so much. And we'll see that a lot at this age. A lot of it has to do with just general flexibility and body strength, because we're talking about 12-year-olds here. So we'll work on some things to firm that up, and then a lot of good things. Let's get into the backside a hair longer, stay closed a hair longer. We'll do some torque and turns to help that glove arm action, and then some power catapults in practice to work on firming up that front side a little bit more. But a lot of good things, Drew. Good job, buddy.